Okay, everybody, I'm back. This is part 2 of my curry chicken and rice and peas dinner. So, like I was saying before, this is what I'm gonna make is the seasoning. Even though I have some ippies, this is the ippies I made earlier. Even though I use that, I still use like fresh, like vegetables when I'm cooking. So this is a leek. If you don't have leek, you can use what do you call it? Scallion. And what I did is just wash it. Make sure you wash it. You have to cut it in half and wash it so it doesn't have like any dirt or anything inside. And then I'm just going to chop it up. And I'm going to mash it in here in the peeler. So I'm just going to cut it up. And this is my way of curry chicken because I don't really like curry chicken. I mean, I like curry chicken, but I don't like curry. So I just make it the way I like it so I can tolerate the curry powder. And this is the way that I do it. So I'm going to add this into it. I want you to see. Into the and then I have a red bell pepper. If you have green, you can use green. But I have a red left over, so I'm just going to use it. So I'm just chopping it like that. I'm going to add it to the, And then I have garlic that I have peeled from before. So I have a whole bunch of garlic. When I buy it, I peel it and I leave it in a plastic container like that. And I'm just going to add some garlic into the peeler. So I added like, what was that, 6, 7. And to help it when using the peeler, so what I always do, what I was taught how to do, is to add salt. If you don't have salt, you can use any seasoning that has a salt in it, just to help break it down a little bit while you're smashing it inside. So now I'm going to take it. Ideally, I will put it on the floor, but you can't see it on the floor, so I'm just going to use it on here. Sorry, that's my pineapple making all that noise. So I just did it like a coarse smash. I'm not going to like smash it into like a paste. Because like I said, I already have the ippies that I made, that I just showed you, the green one, the green seasoning. I already have that. Okay, so now that we have that, I'm going to put it to the side. So this is what I'm going to use when I brown the chicken in the pot, like before I start to cook it, like when I add the water and stuff. So next what I want to do, this is my chicken. I cleaned it, washed it, cleaned it. I'm going to add all the seasonings to it. So before I add it, I'm just going to go through them again. This is the, let me take this one. This is the ippies, depending on, where you're from, that's how you say it. Okay? And then I'm going to go through like the dry seasonings that I have. So here, this one is Creole seasoning. Yeah, Creole seasoning. That's spicy. This is some Maggi. It's not healthy, but I add it in there anyways, I know. And this here is the insane cracked pepper with garlic. That's when I told you that's really good. It's like garlic with freshly cracked black pepper. It's really good. This here is how you call it, Lorry seasoning. Lorry seasoning. This is complete seasoning. This here is Jamaican chicken seasoning. Okay. This is cumin. Cumano, cumin, whatever you want to call it. This is what I use sometimes as a substitute with curry powder. Just because I can take the taste of cumin, but curry is kind of too strong. So when I make curry, I always mix the two. And then the one here, right here, is hot curry powder from Jamaica. So, I mean, a lot of people use more curry powder than that, but that's all I'm using. And a lot of people don't use a lot of these other seasonings just because I don't like the taste of it. Okay. Basically, I use the curry powder just to get the color for the chicken. Everything else, you know. Okay. So now I'm just going to pour all this into my chicken bowl. And then I'm going to mix it with 2 teaspoons of the hippies. Excuse me. Okay. So now that I mixed that up, let's just take a look at it. There. It doesn't have much coloring, but once you start cooking it and you fry it, the color comes out more. The yellow color of curry chicken. So now I'm just going to leave that to sit for a little while. And I'm going to start cutting my onion, my white onion. Just half of it. And I slice it this way. And this is what I put at the end. Because I like my onions crunchy. I don't like my onions cooked down when I make sauce or anything. I like them like nice and firm when I eat them. Like me and my son, oh my gosh, we love onions. If you don't have onion on this plate, so like, Mommy, where's my onions? Where's the sauce? So, yeah. So, I'm going to set these aside for later. And then, I'm just going to show you guys. I use thyme. This is thyme. This is the dry thyme. I bought it, it dried out. It's still good dried. It doesn't matter. Fresh thyme or dry thyme. As long as you use thyme, it's fine. For after I add the water and stuff into the chicken. So, one more thing I wanted to show you. No, I'll show you when I get to the pan. So the next video will be for the pan. Okay, stay tuned for part 3.